Hey, joining us now on the MARR Army Rock Show, we have got Raleigh, North Carolina band Ivy Stone on the phone. Guys, welcome back to the show. I know, Bo, you've been a guest before. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo. How's it going, guys? Hey, so clarify something for me, man. You're a Raleigh, North Carolina band, according to your Facebook, but, man, do you spend a lot of time out in the Midwest?
Yeah, me, my brother, and Max, the drummer, we live in North Carolina, and we spent a couple years playing shows down there, and then we got Bo one day to come down to North Carolina and play some shows with us. But for this summer, we thought we'd get Bo. He had a bunch of good connections, so we thought we'd get up with him and just play a bunch of shows out here in the Midwest, like all these festivals like Rockfest and
Halfway Jam and Rocklahoma.
So, you know, we're making our way all around.
But yeah, we're going to go back to the East Coast in the fall, so.
So, man, I believe we first met out at Rockfest. I know that's where I first met Bo, and that's an incredible festival, and it's July 16th to 19th, and Ivy Stone is playing out there. So tell us a little bit about your Rockfest experience.
Well, Ivy Stone hasn't had any yet, but we're going to be there on Wednesday and Thursday, I think. We're closing on they just started doing a stage now that's just original acts. So we'll get to play pretty much all of our original tunes, a couple covers here and there just to win the people over. And then we're actually gonna head out for Friday, and we're gonna go play the Back Bar in Janesville. And then we're gonna come back to the rest of the weekend just to hang out and spread the word.
So that's cool. You're going to play Rockfest. You're going to go lead, play a show, and then you get to come back and enjoy the festival for a day. That sounds pretty cool. Who are you looking forward to seeing on the day you can kind of just hang there?
Well, I'm most looking forward to seeing Nothing More. I know they play on Thursday, the same day that we play, but that's like the band that I'm most excited to see.
For me,
Honestly,
I'm most excited to see the bands that aren't headlining. I want to see the bands, the nobodies, you know, like people that nobody know about, you know, at Rocklahoma. I found that the best stage was the Jägermeister stage, which was all really the new bands coming out. They really stepped up, and I'm excited to see what Rockfest has to show too. Yeah, definitely the same for us over here.
Hey, so you mentioned Rocklahoma, man. Give me a little bit of the lowdown on how that went this year. I know you guys got hit with, like, killer rain out there at Rocklahoma. Tell me a little bit about the experiences out there.
Yeah, luckily we played the first 2 days, and those were the days that it was the nicest out. It didn't really storm at all. And then the next day, they had to, like, shut the festival down halfway through the day because there was a tornado rolling through. And then it was just a mud fest after that because there was so much rain.
Now, Bo, when I know you had played Rockfest before, and this is truly one of our favorite festivals anywhere. When you were talking to the other guys, I don't know if they've ever attended it or played it before. What is your description of that festival of people? It's just kind of out there in the middle of a field somewhere.
Yeah, it is a lot like Rocklahoma. I mean, they have it's pretty close to the same size too. It's cool how it's all in one big circle though, so you're just surrounded by stages completely. Like, no matter what way you go, there's just music around you. How they have the side stages set up and then the main stage. It's pretty cool. And it's nice that they only have one like main stage act usually playing at a time. Like some other festivals, they do like 2 different acts at the same time, and you can't catch everyone.
Yeah, that's definitely one of our favorite things about that festival. Now, hey, so I know, we had you on the show before talking about your Deja Vu EP, which is great, and I want to ask you about that, but are you working on a full-length album as well?
Yeah, we actually just got done recording it.
So give us some of the particulars. Where did you record that, and who produced it?
We went over to our friend's studio. His name is Jesse Ernster, and we recorded it there in one day. All the live tracks, and then we went in and did, you know, some overdubs and whatnot, vocals and stuff for the next couple days, and then we're getting it mixed by
another buddy named Matt, yeah, and then it's going to be mastered at Winterland Studios, the same place where people like Prince and other like Minnesota musicians have gotten their stuff done.
Now, compare the full-length album to the Deja Vu EP. That was a great release. Are there any of the same tunes on it that made it to the album, or is it all totally different stuff? And give me a little bit of a comparison of the vibe.
It's like 11 completely different tunes, so we didn't use any of the same tracks.
Yeah, we tried to make it a very nice mixture, because we're a band that likes to take a little bit from each genre. So we tried to give you a good variation on the album, and you know, even the recording style is a little bit different on this one from Deja Vu. It's, you know, Deja Vu was more two guitars blasting, drums blasting all the way. We tried to, like, take it a step back so we can take a step forward, you know, like just one guitar track, blasting, rocking, and different stuffs with the vocals and overdubs, cool overdubs like the Beatles, you know. So we're approaching it very differently now, but still keeping it rocking as usual.
And with all, like, since we got to do more songs with the full album, there's a lot of different, like, sounds in there. Like, you can hear some jazz, and you can hear a little reggae, and then there's, like, classic rock is, like, always kind of intertwined, just rock and
yeah.
Now, is that because you all have a different musical influence in the band, or does everybody come from a different place, musically speaking? Is that where that comes from?
It's because, well, it's because of music itself. You know, Led Zeppelin was so great because they didn't discriminate on any type of music. That's really what put them at the top, and so really that's what everybody should do. And so we're just following a principle that came from somebody else, you know, just love all kinds of music and you'll make all kinds of music, and that's really what attracts people.
Now, when I try to describe your style to people, I kind of describe you as a late 70s rock and roll, bluesy rock style, like reminiscent of Aerosmith and Zeppelin is kind of my take from you guys. Like, what drew you, like, when you come into all this describing backgrounds you just said, what drew you to that kind of vibe as a band?
Exotic rock.
Exotic rock, define that for people. Like, what does it mean?
It just means, well, exotic is in the sense you're never going to get the same thing twice. You know, like, for example, our live shows are very, very spontaneous. We usually don't make set lists. If we do, it's like right on the spot. Like last night, we kind of just went on a whim, but not only that, it's like, it's always different every night, you know. Even the same song will be played differently, and so, like, it's still, everything's still the same, but you kind of don't understand it. It's too exotic.
Improvisation. A lot of improvisation.
Yeah. We just want it to be raw and natural. Whatever comes out is what came out, you know. And all those genres that we listen to, we love listening to jazz, blues, any type of music, really. Funk, punk music, reggae, just anything that has a beat to it, drums, guitar, bass. You know, we love everything. So we try to incorporate that into our music, and what came out was some exotic rock. Really, hard rock is just the basis for all of our songs, though. You can tell because, you know, there's distorted guitars, drums are rocking, bass is rumbling, bow is screaming. But
it'll always be that.
Yeah. It'll never change. We'll never lose the rock because that's our soul, you know. But we love adding, you know, it's like cooking, you know, add a little bit of spice into it. We like to do that with, you know, the genres, you know. Add a little bit of jazz here, or a little bit of funk there.
That does indeed make it interesting. Now, when we see you play out at Rockfest, will we be hearing mostly tracks from the new album? I guess you don't have, and also, do you have a release date for it yet?
We don't have a release date yet, just because it's still being mixed and mastered, and we're not sure how long that'll take. But otherwise, we're going to be playing stuff from our EP, and then, yeah, we'll play everything from the album, and then even other material that we're working on that we won't record probably till in the fall or something like that.
Yeah, we got a bunch of songs. Always writing.
Now, Phil, I got a question for you, man. When you ramp up to a kind of an aggressive touring schedule like this, how do you take care of your voice, man? Because, I mean, that's got to be tough. But I always marvel at singers being able to do that day after day.
I just take good care of myself. I don't really drink. I don't smoke. I mean, I'll drink, like, a little bit once in a while. Otherwise, we do, like, warm-ups here and there, too. And eating protein. I eat a lot of protein. Protein shakes. And meat. Because your voice is a muscle.
So, are you going to get a chance to play more? You said you're coming out here to the East Coast. Tell me a little bit about that. You said it's going to be in the fall?
Yep.
Yeah, we're trying to, we actually got a couple shows booked in Raleigh right now in October. So we're going to try to hit North Carolina pretty hard in October, then make our way. We don't know if we're going to go up towards, New York, Boston in November. That's what we're trying to do. And then we're trying to go to Florida sometime eventually during that time span. So we're going to hit the East Coast pretty hard, fall time and winter. Mainly Florida up in winter because we don't want to be caught in the snow, up north.
Yeah, we hear that, man. We definitely get that vibe. Hey, one last thing. When people see you out at Rockfest, are you going to have, I know you said the new album's not going to be out yet. Will you guys have some copies of Deja Vu with you out there?
Yeah, we're going to have that, and we'll have T-shirts. We got, plain shirts and tie-dye T-shirts that we make, and hats and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff.
That's awesome, man. Well, we're going to make sure we find you guys out at Rockfest. We'll catch your set, make sure we say hi. This is Ivy Stone, everybody. They're out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Once again, they will be at Rockfest July 16th through 19th. That whole festival I highly recommend. And if you're in the Midwest, man, Minnesota, South Dakota, my goodness, you guys are everywhere. Get out and check them out live. And you can also check them out on Facebook at Ivy Stone Band. And guys, thanks so much for being back on the show again.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock on.
Rock and roll forever.